but I don't think you could have got a bet before the game on 0-0 with these two teams. The strange part about it was how that actually unfolded. The game was exactly as I thought it would be in the opening 40 minutes. They were very, very difficult to try and penetrate. There's always a sense of building pressure, controlling the game, trying to get ourselves in a particular groove. I thought they did a very good job of disrupting that, and I thought it was quite a choppy game in the first 30, 40 minutes. The one really clear moment was Daniel's opportunity that the goalkeeper makes a great save on. And then, of course, once the centre-back gets sent off, it completely changes the dynamic of the game. I mean, from where I was sitting, it looked 100% sending off. So I can only give my opinion on that. And then we have another fabulous chance just before the break, when I honestly thought Darnell really should have taken the opportunity himself rather than offering it up to someone else. Beyond that, I tried everything to get the most aggressive group on the field. You know, Daniel, who's been out for a good while now, I pushed the envelope on keeping him out there for 75 instead of the hour that I've really sort of penciled in for him. And I honestly felt as though we had enough moments to win the game. There weren't loads, but enough clear-cut opportunities to have converted, which I'm sure would have been enough.
Obviously, we talked about Matt's 100th clean sheet on Tuesday. He didn't even need to make a save tonight. What does that say about your defensive effort?
Yeah, I mean, in the first period, when we're all square with players, I thought we did a really good job. I thought our shape looked a little bit more dominant than theirs. We found some decent areas. I was a tad disappointed with some of the quality early on. Didn't make enough of certain moments. But in terms of how we got after the game, how we affected the game, I was pleased. It was different once the centre-back gets sent off. They rarely got out of their half, and I have to give them bundles of credit for the type of determination and discipline that they showed in that second half. I begrudgingly, given that obviously I wanted to win the game, look at the way that they defended, with a positive mindset. It's not easy to do that. They showed a lot of quality there, certainly character-wise. But as I said, I still felt as though there were enough moments to have got ourselves in front. And it really was a case of how well we could build pressure and find that opportunity. Unfortunately, there just wasn't enough quality to really pepper their goal and put them in a position where they felt as though if they didn't get out of their half, then they were going to concede. So credit to them, and maybe a little bit of disappointment on their part.
You obviously got Lebo back after he was out last game against Birmingham. Did you feel like you were able to do a better job creating chances from central areas, or did you just feel like...
Sorry, who was back?
Lebo.
Oh, yeah. Look, he's involved in an awful lot. There's some nice invention. Some of it comes off, some of it doesn't. But if you're a creator, you've got to take chances. He has a license to do that, especially in and around their penalty area. A combination of good defending, discipline and determination, as I said, and a lack of real quality on our part. But we had enough chances. I mean, no one's surely going to deny that. The goalkeeper I had as man of the match. It's an opportunity missed. There's no two ways about it. Someone, somewhere, somehow should have converted. And we didn't.
On the 87th minute, noted defensive specialist Alan Wynn makes a huge run to come back and make that play. What did you think of that?
Listen, I know for sure Alan's been frustrated with the fact that he started and he's out of the team. There were reasons for that. I honestly thought he would be a good inclusion coming into the game, and maybe it stretched out a little bit, and the majority of the energy went out of the game. You know, he's not noted for his great defending, but he showed tremendous desire and determination from a moment that honestly I'm a little bit flummoxed that it actually occurred, but nevertheless, you know, from a dominating position, it showed great character. It's really in that one moment alone has earned us the point. But as I've said before, we really should have been sitting here talking about 3. And on this occasion, we've been unable to break the deadlock.
Other sides towards the top of the table dropped points last night and tonight. Does this feel like it was an opportunity missed, and how do you feel like that'll impact your team?
Oh, listen, it's not gonna cause any lasting damage. You know, coming into this game, it was one that we could not afford to lose, for sure. It would have put Pittsburgh in a commanding position for the top 4. They still have destiny in their hands with a couple of games in hand. But what we've seen is, over the last week, that things just don't go according to plan. There's going to be some results that we don't expect. There's a little bit of pressure attached to some of the games that are going to be played now, especially some of the top games. We've just looked obviously at the table. There's 1 point that separates 4 teams. Of course, with Indy having 2 games in hand, and they probably were the biggest winners today after losing last night in the way that the games went. But you know, they themselves have got a tough schedule. They've got extra games. They've got midweek games at the end of a long, hard season. My disappointment is that we've been unable to convert, beat a Pittsburgh side that it was always going to be tough to beat. But on tonight's showing, 1 goal would have done it. And I've said numerous times, I've seen us find that goal. I've seen us, you know, out of nothing win a game, and we had more than enough moments to have got that done. And we're gonna rue that missed opportunity. No 2 ways about it. For the 3rd time of asking, we've failed to reach the summit of this division, and that in itself is a little bit exasperating.
Obviously an offensively frustrating night for you guys, but pretty good defensively. What did you think of kind of the way the game played out, especially once you guys got the man advantage there?
Yeah, I think we knew from the get-go that they're always kind of prided themselves on being a tough nut to crack. They were exactly that. I think from the outset, they got a lot of numbers behind the ball before they lost the man. When they lost the man, I think in some ways it maybe even got worse because it's harder to pull them out. But yeah, I mean, frustrating for sure.
How did you guys kind of try to break them down once they did have the disadvantage?
Yeah, I think we just tried to overload certain areas, try to commit some more numbers forward when we felt a little more comfortable doing that because they weren't leaving guys high really. But like I said, I mean their coach obviously has a reputation of keeping really tight lines, being defensive minded. You know, their last 2 years, at least since I've been in the Eastern Conference, their goalkeeper is always a Golden Glove candidate because of it. And yeah, I think they were able to find some success doing that.
Do you feel like you were able to create chances enough and just struggle to finish them, or do you feel like it was just more of an issue just creating them at all?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you were to look at this game and some of the chances that we created, maybe even if you look at Tuesday, I think maybe we created more tonight, clear-cut chances. I think when guys go back and look at it, we'll be disappointed that we didn't finish some of those chances, especially some of them came early, in the first half and stuff. And yeah, I think we created enough to get the job done, and you're never going to create a ton against a team like that. So you got to capitalize when you do.
Does this one feel more like a point earned or 2 points dropped?
Yeah, I think 2 points dropped. Obviously, there's disappointment in the locker room, especially when you have an opportunity to go to the top of the table. You know, we knew what was on the line in this game, and I don't think it was a lack of effort from the guys. I don't think we did the wrong things. It's just, you know, one of those nights that, you know, sometimes they just don't fall your way. I think we got to be better. We got to be a bit more clinical, especially as we go closer to the playoffs. The games are just going to get tighter and tighter like that, and those chances are going to be vital for us.
The offense has kind of gone a little bit stagnant over the last couple of weeks here. What do you guys need to do to kind of open it back up and find the goals again?
Yeah, I mean, I think, like I said, when we're creating chances, I'm not as disappointed, especially against a team like that. I think there was moments where we created well. You know, we've guys that have finished for us all year long that, you know, missed chances or didn't get the job done. I don't know about it exactly going stagnant. I'm not as worried. We've had to rotate some bodies through there. We've had injuries. I think I believe in what we're doing. I believe in the guys. It's just a matter of, you know, being in a rhythm and scoring when we get to playoff time.